day 5 of my 90-day challenge. And I woke up this morning and I was feeling like I just didn't want to go to a second day of City Summit. But I sucked it up and I did it anyways, and I'm so glad I did. Here I am walking on the red carpet. I was brought here by amazing Big Carlos and Glenn Dietzel, and we were talking about networking, and he's going to give us some sneak tidbits on how to network amazingly at these events.
One of the secrets in networking is never go to a networking event by yourself. So if I'm going with Sandy, I'm going to teach Sandy this tip. Sandy, here's what I'm looking for in an ideal candidate or a strategic partner that I'm looking for. And Sandy is going to tell me the kind of client that she's looking for. Each of us are like a bird dog. We go into the event and all I'm doing is getting people to talk about themselves, which that's why they go to a networking event. They just want to yap about themselves. So I'm listening carefully, and I'm listening through the filter of what Sandy explained to me what she's looking for. So when I find that person, I say, look, you know what? I know somebody, Sandy Grigsby, she could really help you build your professional branding, make sure that your branding, both personal and corporate branding, is all integrated, and she can help you with that. And you know what? Oh, look, over there, Sandy is here. Why don't I make that introduction?
This is Brian.
Yeah.
He's the founder of UGG Boots.
Yes.
Hi guys, how you doing?
So I just found Brian, and I know that Brian needs Sandy's assistance. So I bring Sandy to Brian, and I say, and I've already told Brian
How you doing?
Sandy's story, so it's third-party endorsement. And of course, Brian now wants to talk to Sandy. I step away, and that's how you build strategic alliances,
There you go.
new clients, everybody's happy, and we all step into the sunshine together.
And Brian's going to be on my podcast.
There you go, yay!
There are things that we don't want to do. We have challenges and issues and procrastination and doubts and fears. But if you just get up and make it happen and do it, the most incredible things can happen. I got to meet Tony Horton from P90X. I think I've convinced him to be on my podcast, which is amazing. Apparently, we used to live on the same street, which is so cool. This morning, someone asked me, what is it that I do to build up the confidence to go and ask someone to be on my podcast? I just put myself in a position where I'm just gonna do it. But it's even more than that. I actually stop and think, what's the worst that could happen? They could say no. And at least it's perfect practice for doing it again and again. So if they say no, I practiced. If they say yes, it's amazing. I also clear my head of all of the negative thoughts and doubts that come into my mind. So if I start to think they'll never say yes to me, or they'll never want to work with me, or they don't even know who I am, I just purge those things from my brain. As the moment they start coming into my head, I stop them, I reset, and just go in almost like it's a blank slate. I don't put any expectations forth. I also speak from my heart. When I go up and I introduce myself, I tell them what it is that they said or did that resonated with me, why it touched me, and how what I'm doing works beautifully with the message that they're sending. When I come in with that approach, it's an easy deal because they see that I'm being authentic and they want to work with me too because we flow together. Now, I don't just go up to anyone because they're famous or because they were speaking and they have $1 million or whatever it is. I go up to the people who connect with my heart and resonate with me. Tony Horton scared the hell out of me to go up and talk to him because I've purchased P90X. I used it in the past. I loved it. I thought he was like one of those unattainable people. But when I spoke to him and I heard his story, he was incredible. The journey that he went on from having nothing to being a mime on the street to pay his rent, to doing this fitness journey and creating extraordinary wealth, to marrying someone at almost 50 years of age because he wanted to make sure he found that perfect special someone, which he did, and she's incredible. It touched my heart. So I felt the urge to go up and speak to him, and I was so glad I did, and it was worth it. So clear your mind of the preconceived idea of what someone may or may not say. Go in without expectations. Build up that confidence that even if it doesn't go the way that you want it to go, it's the perfect opportunity for you to practice. My big takeaway from this event is that as entrepreneurs, we never do it alone. Today, Randy Jackson spoke, and he said there is no I in success. Everything we do is through teamwork, collaboration, and others. So as an entrepreneur, don't feel like you have to take it all upon yourself and do everything on your own. Ask people for help. Ask people to allow you to interview them, to mentor you, to guide you to the next level. Because together, we grow and we build and we create magic. So what are you gonna do right now to take that next step forward in your business and make the most amazing, unstoppable things happen? And remember, do it perfectly imperfect. My big takeaway from this event is that ask people for help. I really should get my gimbal from the car, but I didn't. All right, do I even have my head in the shot?
Yeah.
Awesome, see? Okay, we're going over here where the lighting is so much better. How do I look?